Chosen one, even the hidden brotherhoods, the ones who swore they carried the deepest secrets of the earth, stopped, looked, and whispered, "This is the one." They built halls of stone and sealed away their mysteries in iron vaults. They gathered under oaths no outsider could hear. Yet when your name passed between them, silence broke. Their voices, so long wrapped in shadow, bent to a single truth. They thought they had chosen kings. They thought they had crowned rulers. But when you entered the story itself shifted. The patterns etched into time pointed not to their empires, but to you. You were not announced with trumpets. You were not raised up by the crowds. You came like a hidden fire, and those who claimed to master symbols could not deny the mark upon you. It is written of a cornerstone laid in a city of stone, tested, precious, unshakable. Whoever leans upon it will never fall to panic. They tried to read this prophecy as their own. But when they looked again, they saw your reflection in the lines. Chosen one, the title was never theirs to give. Yet even the most secret circles whisper it now. Not because they wish to, but because they cannot help it. Even the hidden acknowledge what cannot be hidden. Even the sworn keepers of silence speak when your presence bends the air. And so the word spreads, Messiah, chosen, cornerstone. Their walls cannot contain it. Their seals cannot lock it away. Your name is written where their symbols break. Imagine the halls where light barely enters, vaulted ceilings, walls lined with symbols carved by hands long turned to dust. The air is thick with smoke from torches that never go out, their flames dancing like restless watchers. In these chambers, figures gather in silence, their faces half hidden by shadow, their eyes glinting with secrecy. They spread scrolls across stone tables, marked with seals no outsider should ever break. They move tokens across maps of nations, whispering of powers unseen. And yet, in the middle of their calculations, amid the murmurs of conquest and control, one sound rises above the rest, your name. At first it comes like a rumor. A murmur no one admits to starting. A spark carried from ear to ear. But soon, it becomes undeniable. Each meeting circles back to it. Each hidden council cannot escape it. Even their most guarded hearts throb with the same recognition. There is a presence greater than their plots. And so the name is spoken more boldly, until it fills the chamber like thunder that shakes from the stones themselves. Their sealed documents mean nothing against the weight of it. Their elaborate codes and rituals crumble under a truth they cannot suppress. What they thought was their domain now slips beyond their reach. What they thought they controlled now controls them. The fire of destiny burns through parchment and oath alike. Stay with me, because soon I will show you why even the most secret orders, bound by centuries of silence, cannot deny your mark. Their voices may falter, their halls may echo with resistance, but their recognition of you is written deeper than stone. The vision is only beginning. The shadows have spoken, and now the light will answer. The rulers conspire, the councils assemble, the hidden ones plot in silence. They imagine they can bend destiny to their will, as if history were clay in their hands. But the ancient words already spoke of this moment. The kings of the earth rise up, and the rulers band together, but the one enthroned in heaven laughs. Long before their circles formed, long before their seals closed, the script was written. Every whisper in their chambers, every secret calculation, every oath sworn in shadows, all of it was already answered in the lines of prophecy. What they call new, heaven declared long ago. And when the sign appeared in you, it was not the invention of men. It was not the crown of masons or monarchs. It was the echo of a decree older than the foundations of the world. Their lips may tremble to say it, but their trembling is only confirmation. They are repeating what was written. The signs in the heavens point. The words of the prophets rise again. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and all nations will mourn when they see the scrolls align, the voices converge, the hidden orders admit what their symbols always foreshadowed. You, chosen one, are not a coincidence. You are not a figure of myth. You are the proof that prophecy breathes. You are the embodiment of what was declared. Even those who swore secrecy cannot silence the truth when it burns through their halls. This is why their whispers matter, not because they hold power, but because even they must bow to a greater script. Their acknowledgement is only an echo of what was already written above them. Now the question is no longer about them. It is about you. Will you stand where destiny calls? Will you take your place among the first chosen, those marked before time, written into the scrolls before history opened its eyes? This is your moment of declaration. If you are ready to walk as one of the first chosen ones, the ones marked in heaven before time began, then take your step. Click join below. That is not just a button. That is your declaration. I accept my place. The councils have spoken in whispers. The prophets spoke in fire. Now your voice must answer. Step forward. Mark yourself as one who belongs to the beginning and to the end. You have felt it long before the words were spoken. The weight of eyes that linger when you enter a room. The sudden silence that falls, as if the air itself remembers something when you pass through. You are not carrying an ordinary presence. You are carrying a weight, an unseen crown, an undeniable mantle. Look closer, it begins with your eyes. There is a light there, one you cannot explain. It is not learned, not practiced. It is simply there, fire beneath the surface, steady as stone, impossible to extinguish. People catch it for only a moment and are unsettled, not because they understand, but because they feel. Then your shoulders. You have carried burdens that would have broken others, yet here you stand, unbent. There is a quiet strength carved into your stance, a weight that belongs not to pride, but to purpose. The hidden ones, with all their symbols and systems, look at this and whisper words they cannot take back. Messiah. Chosen. Anointed. Your steps carry a rhythm that others cannot ignore. You walk into silence, and silence bends around you. You breathe, and the atmosphere shifts. Rooms change when you arrive, not because you demand it, but because you are marked. Even your stillness speaks. Sit in a corner, and eyes will find you. Say nothing, and people will wait for your words. Rest, and yet the very act becomes a statement, a warrior at pause, not in defeat. This is the sign that unsettles even the deepest halls of secrecy, the undeniable energy flowing through skin, through breath, through bone. It is not costume, not illusion. It is the evidence of something greater moving within you. Every part of you testifies. Your voice carries weight, even in a whisper. Your hands steady the air when they move. Your presence, unspoken, rearranges the order around you. This is why they look and cannot dismiss you. This is why the title slips from their lips, whether they want it or not. They are not naming you out of courtesy, they are naming you out of recognition. They are bowing to what they see, even if they do not admit it aloud. And you already know. You've seen it in the mirrors that refuse to lie. You've felt it in the charged stillness when you cross a threshold. You've carried it in the energy that makes silence tremble. Chosen one, this is the mark upon your body, the sign etched into your being. Not imagined, not fabricated, but lived in your very skin. Chosen one, this is not about pride. This mantle is not an ornament to shine for yourself. It is not a crown you crafted, nor a title you claimed. It is a burden and a fire, placed upon you for the sake of something far greater. The whispers that follow you are not meant to inflate your ego. They are confirmations, echoes of the assignment that cannot be silenced. You were not called to be admired. You were called to be unstoppable. When the hidden brotherhoods admit your mark, it is not a coronation, it is recognition of the mission you carry. Nations will tremble, not because of your name alone, but because of the purpose bound to it. History bends when you step forward because your steps are not random. They are aligned with a script that no human hand can erase. Think of it, empires built on conquest crumble, but the one who carries true assignment cannot be overthrown. Thrones are temporary, but destiny is eternal. The mantle upon you is not a decoration, it is a command. And with that command comes weight. Your presence carries authority, yes, but authority is not for display. It is for action. It is for shaking the ground where injustice has rooted itself. It is for breaking the silence where lies have ruled. It is for lifting those who have forgotten their worth. Do not mistake this for vanity. Do not confuse this with arrogance. You were not given recognition so that you could be exalted, you were chosen so that the world could be transformed. This is why even those who swore themselves to secrecy now admit what they see: the mission cannot be stopped. Not by rulers, not by councils, not by time itself. Chosen one, the title is not for you to wear, it is for you to wield. It is not about your pride. It is about your purpose. And that purpose will not wait. Chosen one, this is not for later. This is not a story for some distant age, not a tale for the generations after you. The whispers have already begun, and you know it. You have felt the shift in the air, the currents of attention, the sense that eyes are turning before you even enter the room. The name is spreading. Quietly at first, but like fire under dry grass, it moves too quickly to contain. It passes from ear to ear, from circle to circle, from hidden hallways into open spaces. What began in whispers is rising into declarations, and what rises cannot be silenced. Time is not waiting. Even now, decisions are being made around you. Powers are aligning. Doors are opening and closing. The earth itself feels restless, as if holding its breath for your next step. To hesitate now would not be caution, it would be surrender. Understand this, delay is a luxury you do not have. The call is not knocking gently, it is shaking the walls. The mantle on your shoulders does not ask if you are ready. It insists that the moment has already arrived. The hidden ones know this. That is why their whispers carry urgency, too. They do not speak of you as someone who might rise. They speak of you as one already standing. They do not argue about if, they acknowledge when. And the answer is now. Every second of waiting is a second given to forces that would rather see you buried in silence. Every breath of hesitation is a gift to those who thrive in delay. And you were not chosen for hesitation. You were chosen for action. Look around, the signs are not subtle. Strangers feel the weight of your presence. Rooms fall into silence when you arrive. Conversations bend around your name. You know this already. It has been building, and now the tide has crested. Chosen one, the time is not tomorrow. The time is not after you figure it all out. The time is not once the world gives you permission. The time is now. Now is when you declare. Now is when you step. Now is when you accept that what has already begun cannot be reversed. The whispers are not waiting. The nations are not waiting. Destiny itself is not waiting. And neither can you. You have been told many names in your life, titles of ordinary things, words meant to contain you, labels meant to reduce you. But the truth is this, none of those names ever fit, because they were never meant to. They were fragments of an identity too small for the fire you carry. Chosen one, you are not ordinary. You never were. From the beginning, something in you resisted the mold, broke through the silence, burned brighter than the roles others tried to hand you. You could not be contained because you were never designed for containment. You are not a myth. You are not a story told to comfort the masses. You are not a figure carved from imagination. You are proof. Living, breathing, undeniable proof that destiny is more than words on a page. Proof that prophecy wears skin, walks streets, speaks with a voice. Even the hidden orders, those who scoffed at miracles, those who wrapped themselves in secrets and symbols, even they cannot deny what stands in front of them. They use the title Messiah, not because they want to, but because they cannot help it. Their eyes testify even when their mouths resist. Their recognition is not voluntary, it is inevitable. You are not just carrying light, you are the evidence of light itself. You are not simply chosen, you are the sign that the choosing was real. You are not theory. You are demonstration. Look at your life, the trials you endured, the storms that did not bury you, the betrayals that sharpened you instead of breaking you. Each scar is not a weakness, it is evidence. Each step you have taken is not random, it is a marker that says, "Here walks one who was marked before time." This is the reframe. You are not waiting for proof that you are chosen. You are the proof. Your very existence, your very presence, is testimony. You are the living seal of what was spoken long before you arrived. Others search for signs in the heavens. They chase omens, decode mysteries, look for evidence in distant stars. But those who truly see already know where the sign is. It is not above them, it is before them. It is you. Chosen one, heaven already crowned you. The acknowledgement of secret orders is only the echo of what has already been done. You are not waiting for recognition, recognition is chasing you. You are not waiting for validation, validation is already written in your being. You are not ordinary. You are not myth. You are not waiting for permission. You are proof. And the world has no choice but to see it. Chosen one, the evidence is not hidden in books or in distant galaxies. It is written into your very form. Look in the mirror and see what others cannot ignore. Your eyes, they do not simply look, they burn. There is a glow there, steady and unyielding, as if fire chose them as its dwelling place. People who meet your gaze cannot hold it for long, not because of threat, but because of recognition. Something in them knows, this light is not ordinary. Your posture, you do not carry yourself like the weary or the defeated. Even in silence, you stand with unseen authority. It is not arrogance, nor is it performance. It is the weight of assignment resting on your shoulders. When you walk into a room, you do not have to speak, the very way you hold yourself proclaims it. You carry presence as naturally as others carry breath. Your smile, even this carries weight. It is not casual, not empty. When your lips curve into light, it radiates more than warmth. It radiates significance. It tells the atmosphere around you that hope is not distant, that fire is still alive, that destiny is walking in flesh. And then there is the glow. Not the kind seen by everyone, not the kind measured by science. It is subtler, deeper. It shows itself in the way people pause when you pass. In the way conversations stop for reasons they cannot explain. In the way silence feels charged when you enter, like the moment before lightning touches the earth. These are not coincidences. They are not tricks of chance. They are the tangible signs, the daily evidence that what you carry is more than human. You cannot hide it, even when you try. The glow breaks through cracks, the authority rises in your posture, the fire shines through your eyes. Look again in the mirror. Do you see how the reflection does not belong only to you? Do you notice how it feels larger, heavier, brighter than the image of one person alone? That is because you are more than one story. You are the embodiment of 1,000 promises, the vessel of an ancient declaration. The signs are in your body, your breath, your presence. They follow you into every space, uninvited yet undeniable. They do not wait for permission. They speak even when you are silent. Chosen one, you are walking evidence. You are the living, breathing sign that no seal, no wall, no oath of secrecy can hide. Look in the mirror and understand, the proof is not elsewhere. The proof is you. Chosen one, now comes the moment of sealing. Recognition is not enough if it remains in silence. Proof is not complete until it is declared. Destiny does not settle quietly, it requires a visible sign, an action that says, I accept who I am. You have heard the whispers. You have seen the signs. You have felt the weight in your body, the fire in your eyes, the glow in your presence. But now it is time to answer. Understand this, every story of transformation is marked by a covenant moment. A crossing of thresholds. A line where there is no turning back. This is not about words alone, it is about demonstration. To remain passive is to let the moment slip away. To act is to anchor it forever. So here is the call, seal this identity. Make it tangible. Declare to the world, and to yourself, that you are not hiding from what has already been placed upon you. How do you seal it? By action. By choosing a visible step that confirms the invisible truth. By leaving a mark that says, yes, I accept the mantle placed upon me. It does not matter how the world interprets the step. What matters is that you know what it means. It is your covenant, your proof, your visible sign of agreement. The moment you act, you shift from passive witness to active participant. This is the moment where destiny becomes personal. This is the moment where whispers are answered by your voice. This is the moment where you stand not as someone wondering, but as someone declaring, I am chosen. I am marked. I accept my place. So do not delay. Do not wait for another sign, another whisper, another confirmation. You already have them all. This is not about waiting, this is about sealing. Chosen one, the world is waiting for your declaration. Heaven already knows. The hidden orders already whisper. But your action is the missing piece. Step forward. Seal it. Show the world, and yourself, that you carry the mantle with full acceptance. Your covenant moment is here. Make it visible. Make it undeniable. Make it yours. Chosen one, carrying this mantle is not a single moment, but a way of life. It is not sealed only once, it is lived every day. The world will try to press its weight upon you, to distract you, to bury the truth under noise. That is why you must shape your life with intention, aligning your habits with the fire you carry. Speak each morning. When the sun rises, let your first words declare who you are. Do not let silence steal your alignment. Do not let doubt write the script of your day. Stand in front of the mirror, look into the fire of your own eyes, and say aloud, I carry the mantle. I am chosen. I walk in proof. Your voice carves the path before your feet. Speak it until the world bends around it. Rest with purpose. Rest is not escape. It is not retreat. It is preparation. Even warriors lay down their swords, not because they are weak, but because tomorrow requires strength. When you rest, do it as one who knows their assignment is unstoppable. Breathe deeply. Sleep as if you are gathering energy for nations. Let your body recharge as the vessel of destiny it is. Nourish your body. Do not treat yourself carelessly. You carry more than flesh and bone, you carry a mission that demands vitality. Feed yourself as if you bear the world's hope. Move with strength. Drink water as if it fuels more than thirst. Every act of care is not vanity, it is stewardship. The body that carries the mantle must not be neglected. Guard your words. Every sentence you speak carries weight. Do not scatter them like dust. Do not waste them on empty conflict. Speak as though the air records your voice, because it does. Your words shape the atmosphere around you. Choose them like seeds, knowing they will grow. Walk with awareness. Every place you step is not random. Rooms shift because you are there. People are changed by contact with you, whether they realize it or not. Move with the awareness that you are not ordinary. Walk slowly if you must, but never without intention. These are not burdens. They are reminders. They are anchors to keep you aligned with who you are. The mantle cannot be hidden, but it can be neglected, and you must not neglect it. Chosen one, live as if every breath matters. Live as if your body carries worlds. Live as if your voice shapes history. Because it does. This is your lifestyle now, speaking truth, resting as preparation, nourishing with care, guarding every word, and walking with awareness. In these simple acts, the extraordinary becomes visible. In these choices, the mantle shines. Chosen one, every journey must be sealed, not just with vision, not just with words, but with alignment of spirit. This is where you pause, breathe, and let the weight of what you've heard settle into your being. So let us pray. Lord of Destiny, let every chosen one accept the mantle already placed upon them. Let every hidden power bow before what you have decreed. Let nations recognize what you have already crowned. Let the whispers of the secret halls be drowned by the thunder of heaven's voice. And let those who carry the mark walk as living proof, unshaken, undeniable, unstoppable. Amen. But do not let the prayer end in silence. Prayer is the spark, action is the flame. If you stop here, the fire remains contained. If you answer, it spreads beyond you. So here is the final call. Type Amen to seal this prayer. Every letter you write is a declaration. Every word typed is a stamp upon your identity. When you write it, you are not echoing, you are claiming. Click Join to walk among the first chosen ones. This is not just membership. This is covenant. To step inside is to step forward, leaving hesitation behind. It is your visible agreement with the unseen truth. And for those ready to go further, show your seal through a visible sign of thanks, a gesture that carries meaning to you. When you act, you transform belief into demonstration. What is invisible becomes undeniable. The hidden powers have whispered. The prophets have proclaimed. The signs have been written into your very body. Now, the decision rests in your hands. Will you let this be another moment that passes like smoke through fingers? Or will you claim it, anchor it, and walk forward as proof of prophecy fulfilled? This is not a game. This is not a title. This is not vanity. This is assignment. This is mantle. This is covenant. So answer. Speak. Act. Seal. Chosen one, the time is here. The mantle is yours. The fire is burning. Step forward and let heaven and earth witness your agreement.